What's going on, everyone? Let's talk about the rumors that have came out today about LeBron James potentially going to the Golden State Warriors. Right now, the Warriors are plus 900 favorites to land LeBron James if he was to leave the Los Angeles Lakers. There are all the talks and rumors and reports about LeBron James potentially retiring. I have already said that I don't believe that he would retire. I don't. I think that this is just leverage play to get the organization to basically do what they need to do in order for LeBron to win an NBA championship. As far as a trade goes, the big one that's going around was proposed by Nick Wright, which is, and he also relayed that the Warriors starting lineup would be Steph, Clay, LeBron, Draymond, and Looney, with Wiggins and Gary Payton II off the bench. That wins the title. That's a team that wins the title, according to Nick Wright. Here's the proposed trade that is circulating that a lot of people are talking about. It'd be LeBron James for Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, couple draft picks, stuff like that. Now, on the surface, as far as a return goes, if I'm being honest, this is actually a really good return. LeBron James, given his age, his the injury history this year, the things in regards to him going into year 21 at age 39, this is a solid return for the Lakers. If for whatever reason the Lakers were to try and trade LeBron James, you're not getting some grand return. You're not trading LeBron James for like Joel Embiid or something like that, right? So if you were to trade LeBron James, you're trading him to a contender that is willing to move off of young assets. You're looking at a team that is trying to win right now while you go in a full rebuild mode, right? You're probably unloading Anthony Davis at that point. So you're probably taking LeBron James, trading him to the Warriors, getting these three guys in Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, all three very solid young talents that could have some potential. You'd add them to your Austin Reeves, your Rui Hachimura, guys like that. Now, before we dive heavily into this, I don't for a second buy this. I think that this is just pure media drum up speculation, and I do not see this happening whatsoever. Is it possible? Sure, of course it is. Is it likely? I don't think so. I don't think LeBron James is going to request a trade. I don't think the Lakers would want to trade LeBron James. The Lakers gave LeBron James the Kobe Bryant deal, essentially, to stick around. And then at least this year, once that contract's up, then he can figure out what he wants to do. So I think that this is just noise for the sake of making noise. But let's look at it in the sense of does it make sense? Yes, it does. For the Lakers standpoint, if you're being honest, you have two options. You're either going all in and you're pushing your chips to the table and you're going after a star such as like a Damian Lillard, or maybe you get a Trae Young or something like that, or you're going to get a Buddy Hield and Miles Turner and you're kind of trying to retool. Basically, you're using the assets that you have left over to go and get the final touches to make this a championship contender, right? If you're the Lakers, that's one option. Option B is LeBron James is going into age 39, going into year 21. Anthony Davis, yes, he was healthy throughout the playoffs, but can he stay healthy throughout the season? Is he a number one option? Should we unload him now? And should we just hit the rebuild button, get what we can, right? Maybe you can trade Anthony Davis to like the Boston Celtics and get like a Jaylen Brown to add to a Jordan Poole and a Kuminga and a Moses Moody. And now you just got this like great young quality core that in the next 3 to 5 years you could end up being a real contender and maybe the best team in the league, right? That's the direction that the Lakers could go if they're not going push chips to the table for an NBA championship. For the Golden State Warriors, this makes all the sense in the world because you're just about guaranteed a championship, assuming everyone's healthy, right? LeBron James, as bad of a season as people try to make it out that he had, he was still averaging 30 points a game during the regular season, and he still gave you like 24, 8, and 8 in the playoffs, and that's on a basically a foot that needs surgery, and he still was able to do that. LeBron James added to if you took LeBron James and you put him on the Warriors this year, as just crazy and hectic as that Warriors season was, and as bad as the Warriors looked at times, the Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship this year. So LeBron James next year on that Warriors team wins an NBA championship. LeBron has expressed that he wants to play with Steph Curry. I don't think it would really hurt his legacy as much as people try to make it out to be. I actually think it makes a lot of sense for LeBron James even, right? If LeBron is just trying to go win championships, 10 years from now, when LeBron retires and he wins his 5th and maybe even 6th NBA championship, no one's going to care, right? Like, the conversation isn't going to be that. This isn't the 73 win Warriors and Kevin Durant goes to that team. No, this is a team that is on the verge of being broken up entirely, and LeBron James comes to kind of keep it all together. They go one last hoorah, try to win an NBA championship, and I think they would. I think they'd win one, maybe even multiple NBA championships if LeBron James can hold up for another year or two, which, based on this season, I do not see him just falling off of a cliff randomly. I don't see that happening. So if we're being honest, from all parties, it makes a world of sense. I mean, it makes a lot of sense for LeBron because, again, he gets to go to a contending team. It makes a lot of sense for the Golden State Warriors. They want to continue to ride this window in Steph Curry era. So it makes a lot of sense for them. I don't think Steph Curry would leave the Warriors to go play with LeBron, but I don't think Steph Curry would care if LeBron went to the Warriors. As much as the media try to paint LeBron James and Steph Curry as these rivals, it's not a rivalry. I mean, I made a whole video breaking this down. I'm not going to go into it again, but it's not a rivalry. I mean, it's been so lopsided in regards to LeBron James. It's not. It's media drum up rivalry to try to just make some noise and, get viewership. That's what this is. It's not a real rivalry. Like, they're not bad mouthing each other regularly and all this. This isn't Magic and Bird, where they were fisticuffs every time they were in the same room together. Like, this not what this is, right? This is a friendship that the media hypes up as that kind of thing. So I absolutely believe that Steph Curry would welcome LeBron. I think LeBron would go there. Makes sense for the Warriors, makes sense for LeBron James, and it makes sense for the Los Angeles Lakers because if you were going to trade LeBron James, you're going to want to trade him to the best package available. What other team is going to make a real offer for LeBron James? Like, there's not. Because LeBron isn't going to, let's say that, you could trade LeBron for Damian Lillard. Why would LeBron want to go to Portland? It would make no sense, right? Because LeBron's going to want to have to go to that destination as well. Because no team is trading for LeBron and he doesn't want to be there. And then he just decides not to play that year and retires and that's it. And they're out of whatever assets, right? So LeBron holds all the cards. This isn't like a Kevin Durant, you could play hardball situation where it's like, we're not going to trade you until we're ready and we feel like it. No, if LeBron James wanted out, if the Lakers wanted to trade LeBron James holds the cards. So if you were to trade him to the Warriors are really the only team that makes sense for LeBron James at this point. Because, again, no young team, like the Spurs, some people might argue, with Victor Wembanyama, but no, the Spurs aren't going to trade for LeBron James. The Spurs would rather wait it out. And plus, I think the Warriors' young talent is better than what the Spurs got. But regardless, right? Like, all these tanking teams, the Rockets, although Houston says that they want stars, right? So maybe you could you get like a Sengun and Jabari, something like that. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. But realistically, none of these young teams are going to trade their young assets. None of the then when you're talking about like the actual contending teams, they would have to trade stuff that makes sense to the Lakers that doesn't basically cripple that team and still keeps them a contender. That's easier said than done when LeBron James is making like $49 million. So no matter what, the Lakers would be extremely limited if they were to try to trade LeBron James. The only place that would make sense is the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors have the salaries to match. They don't care about the cost and the money that it would take to keep LeBron. They would still be able to maintain their core championship level team. Draymond Green and LeBron James get to finally come out together and, live openly. All of that. It's a win-win for everybody, right? Like, it's a perfect world for the Lakers and for the Warriors. So I think that this would be the best case scenario if you're either team, right? If you're the Lakers, if you're the Warriors. Again, I do not buy it for 1 second. I genuinely don't. Um, I think the Warriors would be great. I mean, seriously, this would be crazy. Even with all of the flaws that the Warriors have, LeBron James fixes a lot of that. But if you're the Lakers, it's a great return, especially if you can get some draft picks. You need a first, right? Get Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole without Steph Curry averages 26 points per game. I don't know if he'll average that, but can he be a 23 point per game guy, 21 point per game guy? Now you probably are looking to trade Anthony Davis. You're probably maybe trying to trade D'Angelo Russell and just try to get more assets, and then maybe make a push in a year or two for a real contending team. And if you're the Lakers, you basically have Austin Reeves, your first round pick this year. You basically have all your young guys, right? Rui Hachimura, Jonathan Kuminga, Jordan Poole, right? So, I mean, you put together a pretty solid team. It'd be fun to watch. It'd be competitive. It'd be fun. Warriors, best team in the league for the next at least 2 years. I think it's a win-win for everybody. But anyway, again, love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Just wanted to entertain this and give my thoughts on it. Like I mentioned, I don't buy it. I don't think it happens either way. But hey, it's content. Let's talk about it. Why not? Have some fun. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comments.